Hello, today I am doing a video, the natal chart of Vladimir Putin. We've recently had a cyber attack. They believe it may have happened sometime in March. And this largely involves software that the federal government uses and was something that was installed, I think, kind of simultaneously with our COVID shutdown. So I was trying to find dates on it. And I think the name of the hack is Care Bear. I think also Act 21, or not totally certain on that. I was reading on it yesterday a little bit, trying to kind of get my bearings, and talked with a few people and kind of learned that, that as far as we are being told, we're really not being given any kind of information that would lead us to any kind of dates. So what I decided to do was to go ahead and take a look at Vladimir Putin, because I do feel that for whatever reasons in this particular election with Trump as the president, that Vladimir Putin has loomed rather large towards us in politics. At times, I've called this country the United States of Putin. Several times I have, actually, because I feel like there's so much desire on the part of our current president to have us feeling as though Putin is our man. And roughly 40% of our population is buying into that this sort of interference from a foreign governor or government is okay, because they voted for Trump, and all of this was clearly a part of the landscape previous, and we've all known that he seems to have a relationship with Vladimir Putin that does seem to be its own piece of real estate. So I went ahead and I did a Vedic sidereal equal natal chart for Vladimir Putin. He was born October 7th, 1952, St. Petersburg, Russia, at 9:30 a.m. And I will show you that chart. And here it is. And now this guy, he has, if I can get this thing to kind of line up. I'm terrible with the camera, folks. I'm so sorry. I will get better, I promise. I make these videos, and each time I go back and I look and I try to decide what I can do better, and you know, there's no end to what I can do better. I mean, for those of you who are YouTubers and have been able to manage and navigate this situation, man alive, you know, my respects. At any rate, I am going to go ahead and put the... Okay, I pulled my 12 cards. I did it a little differently today because I made a mistake. So not anything that... I don't know how I'm going to do this long term. It more depends on basically how it translates to you, the viewer. So, you know, I really would like to be able to, one, teach you astrology in some basic ways, and two, tell you stories about current events. So that's in part why I'm here. So what we have is, in the first house ruled by Mars, we have an opposition. It is from the house, the seventh house of partnerships, style, contracts, how he listens. He has the moon in Taurus, so moon opposing Mars. So that gentle, kind, listening energy of the moon or mother versus that rather aggressive energy of Mars and survival, some more kind of a warrior-like energy. He gets strength. I think we could all agree that, I'm going to put on a lamp, I think we could all agree that probably Putin is going to be a very strong ruler. And one moment, I'm going to put a lamp on. All right, I feel better about that. If it works better, I hope. Yeah, it does look a little better. Okay, so in the first house of his survival, his values, his approach, and the opposition from the moon, you know, does he act in a loving, kind way, or does he strike out and strike us? You know, he gets strength, you know, and that's And my basic question is, did Russia in fact hack our system and our systems, and basically we're starting right off in this almost this approach of his values, his self-survival, ruled by Mars, this opposition. He gets strength. So yes indeed, they came out. They're looking to do something. Okay, in the second house of it is Venus in Sagittarius. Okay, and it is ruled by Venus. So he's kind of got he likes things to look nice, and he likes things to have a spiritual truth or a higher meaning, and he means it. And when you consider that is, it's his job to look for higher meaning and to have things look a certain way so that he may stay in the office of the president. And he gets the Knight of Pentacles. That how he has used this situation it's about gathering up, well, this could be information, this could be coin, but he is gathering up something, okay? And he aims to have it look good, and he aims to have it have a spiritual feel to it that he likes, okay? In the third house of information, our siblings, our social, our early education, you've got his North Node in Capricorn. He lacks attachments. His beliefs change easily, okay? And that's in his house of information. And he gets the Two of Wands. That he's been looking, in a good deal of the sense, to negotiate with us, or with Donald Trump, I would imagine, the how the cow munches the cabbage. He somehow sees himself as somebody important in the leadership of the United States. So that's something that he feels is of value. I'm going to put my cell phone light on there so you got a little better picture of that, because I can't really tell how good that is. But anyway, he gets in the house of information, he gets the Two of Wands looking overseas for something, for how he sees things going, and he lacks attachment, okay? He doesn't really care how it feels to us, or the fact that he has no business in our system. He has no business doing what he's doing, none whatsoever, okay? And in the fourth house of roots, mother, basically he gets the Sun. Things are about to be illuminated for him. He's kind of got this repeating theme of, there's no doubt that he's a KGB expert. There's no doubt. I mean, his chart says that this guy is brilliant. He's got it going on. And basically, his whole thing is about power. It is all about power. And as the administration at this time shifts over, Putin is being exposed, okay? In the fifth house, the creative, he's been having a love affair with Trump. I guess that's the best way. I wrote down love affair. I wrote down Trump. And in the great I Am, ruled by the Sun, the drama, the expression that we've had here, he gets the Wheel of Fortune. Karma is here to help him forward. And I've heard other readers. Now, I don't listen to a lot of the readers at this time, because I am developing this skill and I am trying to do it as authentically as I can. But I did today listen to Whimsy, and I love you, Whimsy, to your remote views this morning. And you were talking about Putin And in fact, this is why I did this video today, because it did bring forward in my mind that this hack and Putin and Trump, and they thought they had the world by the tail in March. What was this hack really about? And how involved was Mr. President? Well, I think according to this card here in the House of Information Technology, pretty clearly those two were speaking at that time. So I shall continue. In the House of Health, Career, Service 2, ruled by Mercury, he has Jupiter in Aries at 29 degrees. That is a fated and not easy to carry. It's called a king's mark. I have one in Leo, in Cancer, and I can tell you that sometimes some of the things that I experience are really pretty out there. I mean, I sometimes feel like, oh my God. And, you know, you'd have to be a 29-degree person to understand that particular energy. It's fast and furious, okay? And what does he get? He gets a King of Swords. Yeah, there's something in, you know, he is the King of Swords, but there's something moving in to his energy intellectually. I'm getting, this is ruled by Mercury, okay? And there is an opposition. Jupiter in Aries opposes Venus in Libra. So he has some karma here. He in partnerships, and he's looking to merge. He wants to merge partnerships. He has an idea. And when you see this repeated theme where he's got Venus on Venus, you know, Moon going over to Venus. I mean, he's just got a lot of Venus energy. He's got a lot of secret energy. And he has a lot of, that his whole thing has been to be, you know, to be this leader that this 29 degrees says that he is. I mean, that is just he's fated to be who he is. Okay. And in that seventh house of partnerships, he gets the King of Swords. He was looking intellectually to somehow be in a partnership or contract with the United States of America. And his moon is opposed the Mars. It's almost as if he's gone to war with us to obtain his goal, okay? In the 8th house, he's merging. He wants to share finances. He wants other places. He wants joint ventures, okay? And this is in the House of Death, Taxes, Rebirth. Joint ventures, ruled by Pluto. The 8th house, he's got Uranus in Gemini. 28 degrees, just almost another one of those very high end. He gets the Hanged Man. And I don't read reversals, so I'm just going to tip that back over. He has the Hanged Man. So he went in, I do believe Russia went in and they did this hack, and obviously now we're learning about it, and in this joint venture, if you will, and all of a sudden there is something of a death going on of that notion and joint venture. He's hung up, and thank God, okay? Then we've got Venus in Cancer, wants to expand, not really. There's some. This one's kind of one of those where it's not 29 degrees, but again, he gets the Emperor. Okay, that is what he wants to be, is the Emperor, and this is foreign, cross culture, wants to expand into the United States. Okay, ruled by Jupiter at a time when we're having a Jupiter Sagittarian conjunction. And if I didn't know better, I would think that somebody somewhere really sat down and really mapped this guy out, because that's just fascinating that at this time that he would come up and this hack would come up and the lies would come up of course the lies would come up, that they would say that absolutely in the house of Jupiter, which is really the house of optimism, honesty, spirituality, that they want to sell us that that's not the story. And I think that what I'm seeing here is that this is going to just plain be exposed. And Uranus in Gemini square Mercury in Libra, you know, there's some energy, sudden, unexpected, squaring off with this thoughtful, fair process, okay? And is it going to work? Well, we get the Emperor. You know, Trump is sure trying to make it work for him. You can bet on that. So that's kind of sickening, really. That sort of makes me sick. That guy is assisting a foreign operative to take control of our country. How disgusting. Okay, I'm going to get off my soapbox because, oh boy, that just gripes me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, we're in the 9th house now. And then we got the Thief. Yeah, they're looking to make off with our government. They're looking to make off with things, okay? And that's in the 10th house, ruled by Jupiter. The higher education, foreign, cross-cutting, so that the Emperor is in the house of death, okay? And then we in the house of higher education, foreign, cross culture, he gets the 7 of Swords. They're looking to steal from us, and it's his North Node, or excuse me, his part of fortune in Cancer. Wants to expand in the U.S. He wants to take something that doesn't belong to him. So thus this hack. Yes, this is a Russian hack. Okay, and the repeating theme is that he was very much a part of it. Okay, so then you have, you know, in addition to that, and he's got Jupiter basically opposing Venus to expand and to have it look good to us. So, yeah, no. Okay, and in the 10th house of government, long-term status, him being the father, the expert, he's an illusion and delusion. It's ruled by Saturn. There are just some limitations that he is not going to be able to overcome. And thank God. And I do believe that it is costing him. I think it's costing him at this time his health. I think that there is some karma. I think that the guy has got some major issues. And do note that snake is wrapped around this guy's waist. I think that to me feels like Putin right now and the predicament that he's in. Because once Biden takes office, this is no matter what. Trump wasn't here for the rest of his life. And he may have promised Putin some things in terms of our government and the relationship that we were going to have. But it was never up to him to determine that. It's we, the people of the United States of America, that make those decisions, not our president. Our president is temporary for a reason, and it's important that we keep it that way, okay? In our 11th house of secret societies, mysticals, the KGB, the dreamer, the hopes and wishes, ruled by Uranus, he's got the sun in Virgo. He's got Saturn in Virgo, conjunct. He's got Neptune in Libra, and he has Mercury in Libra, conjunct. So how he sees himself is somebody that spends a lot of time considering the details to be of service and how to apply them, as you can see, over to the 8th house in sudden and unexpected ways in the with Uranus Venus, you know, sudden and unexpected information. So this guy is not looking to keep the family together, and he gets the 5 of Wands, yes, where he's looking to be divisionary to the family, where we need to take action. He's looking to whap us in the head, and his hopes and wishes are to take from us our governmental process. And then in the 12th house of endings, karma, subconscious, hidden, he gets the Page of Swords. something new is coming. And I would almost say that his presidency might be in trouble. And it partially might be in trouble because of this really intellectually silly idea to go in and expand into the United States his leadership. I think that that was a poor decision. He has his own people, they're going through their own problems, and they didn't need their King of Wands dancing around the world looking to take over the United States government. He robbed his own people to do it. And he is the fool, and he will be going on a new journey. And with that, please do hit the like, share, and subscribe button. And do join me over on www.twiggie.com and book a reading with myself and my lovely co-reader, Pearl Rowland. And she does ceromancy, tarot, and numerology. And I do astrology, obviously, and tarot. And, you know, I think there's no better time. We're in the Aquarian age. And that is a time where we are, a lot of us, if you haven't already done so, you will be spiritually awakening. Please do go check out Twiggie and book yourself a reading. I would love to be a part of your journey forward. Thank you so much. That's in his house of information. And he gets the Two of Wands. That he's been looking, in a good deal of the sense, to negotiate with us, or with Donald Trump, I would imagine, the how the cow munches the cabbage. He somehow sees himself as somebody important in the leadership of the United States. So that's something that he feels is of value. I'm going to put my cell phone light on there so you got a little better picture of that, because I can't really tell how good that is. But anyway, he gets in the house of information, he gets the Two of Wands looking overseas for something, for how he sees things going, and he lacks attachment, okay? He doesn't really care how it feels to us, or the fact that he has no business in our system. He has no business doing what he's doing, none whatsoever, okay? And in the fourth house of roots, mother, basically he gets the Sun. Things are about to be illuminated for him. He's kind of got this repeating theme of, there's no doubt that he's a KGB expert. There's no doubt. I mean, his chart says that this guy is brilliant. He's got it going on. And basically, his whole thing is about power. It is all about power. And as the administration at this time shifts over, Putin is being exposed, okay? In the fifth house, the creative, he's been having a love affair with Trump. I guess that's the best way. I wrote down love affair. I wrote down Trump. And in the great I am, ruled by the sun, the drama, the expression that we've had here, he gets the Wheel of Fortune. Karma is here to help him forward. And I've heard other readers. Now, I don't listen to a lot of the readers at this time, because I am developing this skill and I am trying to do it as authentically as I can. But I did today listen to Whimsy, and I love you, Whimsy, to your remote views this morning. And you were talking about Putin